Hi everyone. Now I'm not sure if you remember, there's a video out where I showed you how to do these, which was with the hot glue gun. And they're just tiles, so I've just kept mine just to remind me of what I did and the colours I used as well. I'm going to show you now a way of doing similar sort of thing, using shapes, any kind of shapes, but with your embossing powders. So what we're going to do, I'll do the big one first, so I'll give you an idea. Just make sure you've covered the surface, because you have to have something for it to stick to. So I've just used this cheap kiddies black paint. That's all it is, just cheap black one. I've done one coat. Now what I'm going to do is I take the, I'm going to just find my old one if I can. I don't really want to use the new one for this one, but it is a bit worn. Look at the state of it. Take your perfect medium and just wet the wood. Hopefully I've got enough left in my pad to do this kind of large one. I'm just using it like that. That should be enough. I'm going to use a blue. Just get my tray. I'm going to have not much blue left, look, very little left, but that's fine, because you only need the main colour at the bottom to stick, like that. So you've done that. Take your heat gun. Let me just get mine a bit tangled. Now hopefully you can, I'm going to do it away from the paint, that's all. In fact, I'm just going to do that because I don't want the paint to dry up. And we emboss that on. See, now I do need that a little bit thicker, so oops, that was clever, wasn't it? See, even I make mistakes all the time. Just going to pop that back into the embossing powder. Could state my my gun. My glue gun's buggered, my heat tool's filthy. Now, I'm just going to leave that like that for a minute, because you're going to need some stamps, and I do have, I'm going to use the butterfly one that I like. You can do this with anything, but I'm just going to use a butterfly one to show you what I mean of what you can do. So, let me just get my block. Pop my stamp on. It's already got a bit of sticky tab on it. Okay, now what you need to do is wait for that to cool down. Take your medium again and just go over it like that. I'm going to use some green. Only this time I'm just going to sprinkle it on here and there. Just rub it in whenever you want it. Put the blue back in here. This is the part I like. I like these parts, these sort of things and stages, because you can play, and it's just great to play. I might actually just go around the edges again with that, so I'm just going to run that around the edges a bit more, like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. So I've got round the edges again with that. And then I've got some pink. So what I'm going to do with the pink is where it's got any perfect medium left, it's going to stick to it, isn't it? So we'll just go over it like that. Like that. So it gives you a shimmer. These are cosmic shimmers. Take the heat gun again. Pop the lid back over my paints. And heat that up. Now just take the pink, and what I'm going to do is just sprinkle a little bit of the pink on there, just to get a bit more of the colour. Okay, just let me put that back in the tub. Alright. Then I've got some yellow. So I'm just going to take a little bit of yellow. And get the lid off. Sorry, you have to heat that up again. Make sure it's well heated. Very carefully take hold of it and just spread some yellow on it, or whatever colours you want to do, and it doesn't have to be perfect, as we know. I like that. So now we've got that, I'm just going to pop that back in the little vial. Okay, don't think I need any more of that. I've got some purple. Oh. Okay, I'm just popping some more. Heat that up again. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop some purple on there. Like that. Not quite got the effect I wanted. A bit more. There's a colour I'm after. A little bit more. That's better. That's what I'm after. Just filming. What? Oh, it's no. It's alright. It's alright. And then what I'm going to do is, let me see. I've got a little bit of, it's called Tropic Pearl Luster, and I do like this one, so I'll just get ready with this one. Heat the tile up again. So I've got the purple and the pink and the green and that here. Get that, put the little pearl luster where I want it to be. I'm not going to throw much of that away. There we go. Ooh, love that. It just gives it a little bit of pearl luster. I like that a lot. So, just leave that for now to cool down, because we're going to reheat it again in a minute when I can get my lid back on. And then what I'm going to do, because I have to do this now before I do the next stage, I'm taking the bronze Okay, heat up my, put the bronze in your tray, you need it quite thick. Heat up my tile. Right, take the tile, dip it, and just get this level, dip it in, just so it's done the edge. Okay, just be careful doing this because it can be a bit tricky. Again, dip it in the edge. Oops, a daisy, a bit too much there. Move that off. Oh no, I don't waste anything. Put it back in the pot. It'll do. There we go. Again, we'll have to dip that back in because it didn't quite cover where I wanted it to go. That's better. The other side now. Spin it round. There we go. That's enough for that. Now, just pop that to one side. I'm just going to put this back in so I don't knock it off. Doesn't matter if it's a bit broad on that side, doesn't matter at all. Do this with bronze, gold, silver, any colour you've got. That's fine. Now, this is the tricky bit. Take your stamp, make sure it's got a nice groove, you know, it's a deep enough stamp. Spray the stamp with water. Okay, we just spray it with water. Like that. Give it a shake off. Take hold of your tile and reheat it. And get your stamp ready. You don't have to do it in the middle. You could be like me and do it there, like that. And there you go. Once that's drained off, you've got like a fancy tile. And you can play around and do your own things, you know, with these. They're just fab to play around with. You can see the pearl lustre on them. And then you can use that on you, like when we did the boxes, Linda covered the box. Do you remember Live Art Now? She covered the box with different tiles with paper on and that. Well, you can do it with this sort of thing as well. And I mean, you could put a hole in there and use it as a necklace, a pendant. But it's just an idea for you to do more things and play around with what you've got. So if you do have any colours, mix them all. You don't have to, I mean, I did this border way too thick, really, because I want to see more of the colour. But that's what you can do, and you can stamp your images into the embossing powder, but just wet your stamp first. And like I say, just play. Lots and lots of things and ideas for you to play around with. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye for now.